At this point of us living in the house, I'd like to say that, you know, this isn't a normal thing to happen on a weekend, you know, soaring through the ceiling of our upstairs, but actually at this point it's you know, it's kind of half expected. It's not a surprise stage. But yeah, so this is going to be where the new loft hatch is, which, to be honest, Rob is all over. Like, I haven't had anything to do with it. He's just like, you know what, I want to move it. I was like, fine. With this part, I had actually offered to help him, because obviously with him sort of in the loft cutting and also outside the loft cutting, I was worried something was going to fall, but, you know, evidently it's okay.
Do you want me to help him? Oh.
Is it looking forward?
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. And possible.
I know, but you looked at your finger straight away, so I don't know if you've hurt your finger or something.
Finger.
Oh.
Make it a few seconds.
Oh, so look.
As long as it's sore.
Yeah, as long as that doesn't go in it. Dusty pup now.
I don't know what I'm going to do now.
Wow.
Yeah. Oosh.
Mm.
Well, we're going to figure out.
Yeah.
Put the back on.
Cool.
And so all the heat wouldn't go out of the new hole in the ceiling, he very quickly sorted it out to be covered up. I wish I'd recorded this next bit after this. So basically, Rob was trying to work out how to use it. Neither of us had used this before at all, anything like it. So he decided something needed, like a match or something, or a lighter. So he sort of put it down, went in the kitchen, and was like, I'll be back in a sec. And while he was gone, I got it working, and I just started cracking on, really. And his face when he walked back, it was brilliant. Time to roll the Bernie montage. Woo! Carried away there. Anyway, the next day. But Megan, I hear you say, weren't you just burning that? Wasn't that what I just watched the montage of? No, is the answer. No, it was not. Yesterday I was burning my desk, which was the 2 metre long piece of oak. Whereas the ones I'm working on today are the sort of 1 metre length ones that are going to be the shelf and also the bar table. So basically it's just more burning for Megan, which, you know, is, you know, like a moth to a flame, or, you know, a ginger to fire, evidently. At this point I was obviously burning the top, and I'd sort of tried a little bit to get the wood off the actual live edge side. You know, but before long Rob comes in to get a new tool for something, and I explained to him the situation of, you know, I don't want to set fire to the edge of it, you know, where there is sort of there's still bark, but there's a piece in the middle there where basically it's not very even, so I don't want to, I need it to be kind of levelled out before doing too much else to it. So me and Rob have a little discussion about it. I carry on working on top, and Rob is figuring out a plan for the side, because using the sander and the wire wool brush and it just isn't really cutting it. At this point of burning, basically I'd been doing it for quite a while by this point, and the sort of the control part of the gas, which is what I used to sort of turn it on and adjust the flame and things, I'll show you in a bit, but it basically goes very cold when you start using it, because obviously there's a lot of heat and it has to stay cold for you to be able to keep using it. But it's literally like becoming ice. So I was never really restricted by form of, you know, getting tired and things like that, really, as much as I was it was just getting so cold. I was just like going to turn it off and it was ice. So yeah, that was good times. And Rob stalking me sanding from our bathroom window, evidently, because, you know, it's just kind of the guy he is.
Hello. I've got black all over my face, but it's been worth it, because these 2 parts are done, nearly, basically, and you can see the awesome colour of them. So I've got that one and that one. One of them is going to be the shelf and one of them the bar, and if I flip it over you can see what colour it used to be. So that's pretty cool. So the next step for both of these is to sand them down a bit more to make a bit more of a contrast, and then to put some cheeky little bits of epoxy in there. Good times.
And while I was working out in the garage, Rob was working up in the loft. He was finishing off his loft ladder. This was over a couple of days worth of work for him, I believe, mainly for waiting for hinges and things to arrive in the post. We weren't really going out to any shops or anywhere because of the pandemic, and yeah, basically. But he wanted it a particular way, and he's built it. It's so amazing, and you'll see in a bit him actually unloading it out of the loft.
This is what playing with fire and wood looks like. But I don't mind, it has got everywhere. And I'm currently right next to the bathroom, about to run to have a shower because I'm done for the day. I'm gonna do more tomorrow though, but basically what I've done with the wood so far today is I've burnt the other 4 pieces. So I'd already done 1 layer of burning on my desk, and now I've done 2 layers of burning on both the 2 dining table pieces and the shelf and the bar table. So yeah, good times. And tomorrow I'm going to be sanding them all. Might do another layer if need any extra, and then I'm going to do my second, maybe even third if needed, layer on my desk. So hopefully after this weekend no more burning will be needed, because it'll all be done, and all I can do then is just sand, do the epoxy, wait a couple of days and then sand it again. We'll get there. This is what Rob has made. Oh. So what have you got left to do on it?
Just put the other bracket on. No, I've just cut those.
Hello everybody. I'm very tired, Megan, right now. I'm doing this video parked in my car outside my work. It's 9:15 and I'm about to go in, but I thought I'd do a quick update. So we didn't get everything done this weekend in terms of the wood, so I've still got, I think, like 1 more layer of burning on my desk, and at least 2 other pieces, I think, and the 2 other pieces, they've already had 2 layers of burning, but because of when they were cut, the blade obviously made a dent under some layers of wood that I've already burnt off. So I just want to get that last bit off, and then you won't even know how it was even cut. So that's the plan. I'm going to do it one evening this week. This weekend that's just gone has been a bit weird because the weather was so naff, and we have to basically carry the wood from the house to the garage, and I'm desperately trying to not get it wet, because when I got the wood it was at 18% moisture, but it's been in our living room. That's where it's been sort of staying, and our living room is like 60% humidity. No, 60%. Anyway, it's a little bit different. So I'm already a bit aware of that. So I'd really rather not get it in the rain as well. I know there are ways around, like putting stuff over it, but that is what we'll have to do if during this week, every time we're about to do it, it's raining. So I'm not going to give up. It will happen this week. Something that's also happening this week is our living room ceiling is getting skimmed, which we're very excited about, because we're going to let that obviously dry, and then eventually we'll be painting. And when I say eventually, I mean probably any time after maybe a week onwards. At some point we'll paint. But something we did do yesterday was we ordered I ordered more paint, Farrow & Ball. I didn't go to, I did try and go through sort of B&Q or Homebase or wherever, and they didn't have all the paint we wanted. We wanted one of the Farrow & Ball's 5 litre dark undertone paint, and we also wanted another 2.5 litre of downpipe. And other places did have downpipe, but not in modern emulsion. They had it in like eggshell or whatever other type they had it. It wasn't the right one. So that's the plan going forward. But because we've ordered the curtains, we're sort of focusing a little bit on that. Rob has ordered the metal pipework sort of thing that we're going to have the same industrial style as what we've got as the hinges for the shelf and the bar table, but these it's going to be the same principle and everything. We're just going to spray them black once they're made, but he's ordered all the bits for them basically, so as soon as they arrive we can start putting it together, and then we'll have new curtains. But our curtains I've ordered, I only got for 30 quid. I've been looking at ones that are like, wait, I figured curtains would be way more expensive than that. It could be that they're really and I just don't know yet, but we've you know, risked it for a biscuit, as they say. So we'll see when it turns up. But we've gone for a burnt orange colour, not far off actually my hair or my nails, to be fair, not far off. So that'll be really nice against the grey walls, against the sort of dark grey walls, grey ceiling, and then the rich colour plants and things we're going to have in the room as well. So it'll bounce off things nice. And yeah, so we are doing stuff behind the scenes. We are getting things ordered. We are prepping stuff. But I think in the next week or two, big changes will happen. I did also include in the paint order, I did order a sample pot of, I think it's called Calke, C-A-L-K-E, Calque, don't know how you say it, I think that's how it's spelt, off the Farrow and Ball. It's like a shade of green. And I've ordered a sample pot because I'm going to do some really cool stamping design thing on my side of the office, so I'm very excited. But I didn't need a whole pot of paint. I literally just needed a small amount, so we'll see. I'm thinking of different designs at the moment. I've seen a dragonfly design which I quite like, so but I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, I will be videoing that as well. Rob has finished the loft hatch, so he's a very happy bunny. And we've had some problems, not problems as such, but he ordered some bulbs, particular bulbs that were 6 watt, and they ended up sending 8 watt, but they didn't work with the dimmers that we had. So Rob contacted them back. We ordered like 10 of them or something, or maybe even more than that. And Rob contacted them and said, you know, you've sent us the wrong ones, that they don't work with our dimmers and stuff, can you advise? And they came back this morning and said, oh, we're really sorry, we'll get the new ones sent out, don't worry about sending back the old ones. And we were like, oh, okay. We would have been more than happy to send back the old ones. So Rob was like, oh, wow, awesome is that? So we've got loads of bulbs now. But this is what I'm going to call it, because it is time to go into work.
Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss an episode.